Hey guys, it's JQ Crafty. We are doing our second layout of Product Focus Friday for the month of November. One of our product focuses for the month was Echo Park. I kind of went through the few little mini kits of Echo Park I have in the first video, so I'll have that linked at the end of the video if you'd like to go check that out so you can see what they all are. There's only 3 of them. And then also our other product focus is Knick Knacks. So those things aren't really meant for scrapbook layouts, but we use them a lot of times, and sometimes they come in collections like buttons, pins. I added pins and paper clips and those other clips to it. Doilies, technically thread, that's not sewing, like so doing thread bundles, that kind of thing. So those are Knick Knacks. We did doilies last week. This week we drew buttons. So I have some buttons. I have a couple like wood and gray and black ones in this little container that I just have been keeping on my desk. And then I also have a bunch of these buttons. So far, just glancing at what I got, I think I know what I'm going to do. So I saw this awesome sketch by Page Maps for this month the other day, and I was like, oh, that would be a fun one to do. And then when we drew buttons, why don't we do buttons across and just give it a little thing? It's going to give it a little whimsy kind of character. So we're going to play with this Echo Park Everyday Eclectic. It's from 2012, so it's pretty old. I have a little mini trip photos. I only have 4 pages to do yet of this little mini road trip, my son's first road trip ever, actually. So I'm going to finish scrapbooking that. I've got, we're going to do this just single page or single photo. I have a double page I have to do and then another one I have to do. But we're just going to do the single photo right here just because I really like this photo of him and I love this outfit, this shirt from when he was little. So yeah, we're gonna play with that. So we're going to play with this kit. I'm debating if I want to do craft background. I might. I almost wasn't going to do the stitching, but now I might because I have navy blue thread in my sewing machine right now. Well, we'll see what we do. Let's get started. All right, so I do ultimately decide to do some stitching and stitch around. Mine is not obviously to you. Mine is going to be slightly bigger than what the sketch is, but that's the lovely thing about a sketch. It gives you like a general, sometimes it just gives you a nice general starting point. So that's how I used it. So I went ahead and trimmed 3 of the pattern papers down to about 2-inch, 2.5-inch. I varied each one a little bit to give those strips, which I think is probably bigger than what's in the sketch. And that's probably where my first problem went. Then I went into my button stash and just kind of made sure the gap I was leaving was going to be big enough, like in that sketch. And so I'm just going to mat my photo on some gray paper. And then as I'm doing this, I'm realizing I want those pattern papers to pop a little bit more off that craft. So I'm going to go ahead and grab, it's either Mermaid Lagoon or Peacock Feathers. Can't remember at the moment. And I'm going to ink the edges of them after I trim them down. First, I'm going to trim them down. Can you tell which one it is? Mermaid Lagoon. So I'm going to trim them down to the length that I want them. And then I'll use my lovely T-square ruler to make sure everything goes on straight. But I'm going to ink it all down. I do cut out a lot of the fussy bits. I'm gluing all the buttons down. I cut that out. But yeah, I'm going to ink these down. This is a really cute collection. I don't remember it when it came out, but it was a long time ago. There are some collections that I was like, oh, I remember when this was new and I couldn't wait to get it. And I'm kind of excited. I saw the Scrap Room and a lot of their kits for November are sold out already. But I saw what they had for kits for this month. And they were all like collections that I wanted to maybe get, but I didn't get anything of it. So basically I'm going to get a taste of all these collections that I wanted to try, but didn't because I splurged and I decided to get Amy Tan and Jen Hadfield. And I got a bunch of the Pink Fresh, the new one, and Heidi Swaps, old school. So I'm excited to get a little taste of the Vicky Bouton one. I think a Simple Stories one. There's a good selection of some of the new collections in there. So there you have it. Blah, 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 blah. Apparently I can't talk today. I stitched around my pattern papers in my photo. I did pop my photo up on Fun Foam because I wanted to be able to tuck those buttons under so it didn't look like they only started at the outside of the photo. And I glued everything down, and ta-da! Magic of YouTube, all glued down. I went in and grabbed some of the wood veneer cameras and put some of the tiny buttons I had inside of them. And then I popped the one little camera down. I added that sticker that was from the little sticker sheet, the half sticker sheet that I got over as my little journaling spot because I really liked how that was. I thought I trimmed that paper long enough to extend to just journal on that, kind of like in the sketch. But I didn't, and I wasn't sure if I really wanted to do that anyway. So I was kind of hesitant. That's why I was like, I'll just guess and trim it here. And so I like how I extended it with the journaling spot with that sticker anyway. I had a little cluster of some buttons up on the top right. And then adding some stickers onto the buttons, just some arrows and some hearts, keeping it simple. And then this cute little, it looks kind of like a doily and it has like a banner on it, but I'm going to cover it up with some letter stickers. First, I thought I could just use a sticker for a title, but I end up just doing cute as a button. Of course I did, right? Because I used buttons. And my journaling talks about, because we were on this trip, and so my journaling talks about how no matter how many other people he meets, because he's a people lover. My child loves people, and he could meet someone he's never met before and love them. But just how about no matter how many other people make him happy, at the end of the day, he still wants me, and I love that. So here we are live. Okay, guys, hopefully I told you everything you needed to know in the voiceover. I'll try not to repeat anything. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty cute. For what I had for buttons, I don't have a huge selections of different colors, so that was kind of a bummer. I would have liked to have it like way more bright and things maybe that matched a little bit better, but I used up a ton of buttons actually. So, and there's still a lot on there. So no, you'll have to let me know. I think you should try it out if you want to. I think that would be a great idea. Let's draw for next week and we'll see, we'll go from there, okay? I'm not going to talk too much more about it because I think the voiceover was good enough. All right, let's pick what kind of Knick Knack are we going to use next week. I'm hoping to use a new cup file next week from Paperclips or Clips. Well, I might cheat with that one. All right, so we're going to use paper clips or, those like clips or all types of pins, clips, whatever. That's what we're going to use next week. So join me back next week for that. Thanks for being a subscriber. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.